Hello, so I'm doing an energy check-in for the days of November the 10th and the 11th. Now these reads, they're not zodiac dependent, okay? They're for anyone who resonates with the title. These reads are also free. The only thing that I ask is for people to be respectful in the comments, okay? Right, so we've got the Blue Messiah that's coming out. Now, this is all about being deeply in tune with your own spirituality, okay? It says everyone is on their own unique soul journey. There is no one size that fits all. Be discerning and trust your own intuition. You're on the right path. Avoid comparisons and criticisms from others. So yeah, this one is a reminder to avoid comparing your own journey, your own life experiences to others. It's a reminder that everybody is on their own unique, very individual path. If you feel, for example, that certain advice is out there that is not helpful, that is potentially harmful, and that just doesn't work for you, then it's a reminder that you don't have to take that on, okay? No matter who it came from, if that makes sense. Just because someone's popular, it doesn't mean that they're right, okay? Not all advice is going to be helpful for yourself, basically. Okay, situation. Obedience. Customs, rules and authority, contracts, karma and justice energy. Okay, so for the situation, I kind of feel here with the combination of these two that somebody has potentially been harmed here by some really bad advice, okay? There's also like an internal conflict here where someone is wanting justice, they're wanting revenge. But as I say, that's causing a conflict because I feel like whoever this reading's for, they're not usually the one who is wanting to see other people suffer. Do you know what I mean? It's not about wanting to see anyone suffer. This is about wanting a wrong put right. This is about wanting justice, right? This is about wanting those scales to be balanced out. Like literally someone is wanting karma, for better or worse. They are wanting karma. Okay. Interesting. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep pulling. Fulfillment. You're close to achieving your goal. Recognize the way that your life is already full. So you're being reminded of the success and the abundance that you already have. Okay. This is a message all about not allowing certain injustices from taking away the polish off of your life. Okay. It's a reminder that there is still so much that you have, that there is acknowledgement here that you have gone through so much, and that there is still a lot yet to explore. There's still a lot yet to experience, okay? The message there of the pomegranate, that's somebody taking really good care of their health, or taking better care of their health. Maybe you're needing to take better care of your health. That could be physical health, mental, emotional, spiritual, okay? Bear in mind that the first message out is a very spiritual energy, and there's a conflict here that's going on with someone because they're like, do you know what? I'm not a bad person at all. I just want justice to be done. right? Spirit's here to basically remind whoever's feeling that way that that's not necessarily going to make you feel better, right? It might in the short term, but not in the long term, because you're still going to be stuck with the fact that the injustice happened anyway. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of the way that this message is going. At the bottom of the deck is strength. That can indicate challenges ahead. So it's also a reminder that your challenges are temporary as well, okay? Your challenges are temporary. So with that being your overall message, you're currently going through a lot of really strange, difficult challenges. So I'm going to find out more about that. If you just give me a minute. I'm struggling with my nails today because they're due to come off and they keep like bending. So I'm just trying to be careful with them. Can you tell us more about strength? What are these challenges? Oh, okay. So yeah, we're definitely taking that one. The Two of Wands. Challenges pertaining to should I leave or should I go? Is this over or is there still more yet to unfold? What's this decision about? Thank you. Yeah, the Six of Swords. Not really helpful because it's not really giving us any new information. Because the Six of Swords, that's all about putting distance in between two people, or you know, you going through like a transitional stage, you possibly trying to process and move on from something here with the Six of Swords. It's holding on to hope for better things, better days, better times, okay? Holding on to hope that you're gonna come through the other end of what these challenges are. I'm still unclear on exactly what these challenges entail, but all I can see here is these challenges that you're currently facing is putting you in two minds here. Okay, do I continue with this or do I leave? I don't know what to do. What is the best thing here for me to do? I'm wanting justice. I also want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Of course you do. So you're needing to make sure that you're asking yourself, well, what is going to work out better for me? What is going to be healthier for me? Is it healthy for me to stay in this situation, or is it going to be healthy for me to leave this situation, right? And with the Two of Swords, there doesn't seem to be any real clear answer. What's this obedience? I am kind of feeling that somebody expects your full committed obedience to them, even when you know that they're wrong or when they're doing something wrong, right? And again, they're on their journey and you're on your own journey. Death, transformation, metamorphosis, but that's also a lifestyle change. It's a permanent change. Death is permanent change energy. Okay, can you tell us more? Ace of Cups. I'm feeling like you have the way that you feel towards someone, whether this is towards yourself or towards another individual, has changed completely. It's like you no longer look at them the same way, you no longer feel the same way towards them. Like something here has happened where you've completely changed how you feel about them. If this is about yourself, then like you've gone up in your own estimation, and I feel like someone else has gone down in your estimation, right? What is this energy? Okay, yeah. Queen of Wands. I'm hearing like a gravitational pull with that Queen of Wands. They're squiffy. Okay, Four of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Now, they've both come out squiffy. So, yeah, there's this inexplainable gravitational pull that you feel, and I suspect it's towards another person, that could potentially destabilize everything as you currently know it. Okay. Interesting. Was this fulfillment? What is this fulfillment for why this is happening? Because you're definitely being told that you need to put your health first, your well-being first here. King of Wands. So, a King of Wands, Queen of Wands, but they're both in separate parts of the reading. Which is interesting, because it feels like there is a distance here between these people. Five of Cups. Right. So there's pining. There's possibly pining going on. It's like, I don't have this or I don't have them, and I'm not going to be happy until I have this or until I have them. There's definitely conditions here that's being put on someone's happiness, on someone's fulfillment. Okay, can you tell us more about these conditions? What's going on? Well, Empress, these are scattered. Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. It's like somebody's debating whether or not they should end a connection or a situation here, because they've realized that they're not happy. But the problem is that they're putting conditions on their happiness and they're pining over someone or something else that they don't have. Right, it kind of feels like somebody's on the verge of cheating here. Again, no judgment here, right? I'm not here to judge anybody. Like the first card said, everybody's on their own unique individual journey. But I feel like someone is on the verge of leaving either another person or another situation. I mean, it definitely feels like another person, I'm not going to lie. Because someone else has been filling their heads of crap, basically. That's kind of how this feels. And that is the injustice that's being done here. Okay. Yeah, deceit. Like literally in the blind spot. Be mindful of motives and hidden agendas. Someone could be stabbing you in the back. Well, I mean, there's definitely backstabbing that's going on. And with this one, this one's come out squiffy, like it's all scattered energy. That's like someone's intention, right? I feel like someone is unintentionally and naively hurting you, or they have already done that, and maybe that's why you're wanting justice. Has this person ran off with someone else and they destabilized everything else that was going on because of crappy ass advice or guidance or something? Do you know what I mean? It feels, I'll tell you how this feels a lot to me. It feels like somebody is potentially unfortunately obsessed with like tarot readings and so on and so forth, and is applying the readings to them when it's not actually for them. Does that make sense? And it's like that they're gambling their family, their happiness based off of a tarot read. Do you know what I mean? It kind of feels like that. Or even if they're not watching a lot of readings and doing that, then it's basically they've gotten ideas into their heads that they would be like happier or more fulfilled with the person that they've never stopped pining after, right? It's that typical energy of somebody not being able to let go of the past, not being able to live in the present moment, and they're making another person suffer because they cannot let go of the past. So it definitely feels like another individual is being dragged down into this dark underworld, if you will, of someone else's past and of someone else's vices, of someone else's obsessions. Okay, yes, the devil energy is not here in the tarot, but it's here with the blind spot energy. That's definitely devil energy, right? And with that being in someone's blind spot, it's like they don't even realize the full extent of what's going on. Not really. Okay. Can you tell us more about this deceit? Again, I don't know if this is happening to you, or if this is you that's doing this, or if this is something that's going on with another person that you love and care about, and they're dealing with this, right? For me, that kind of information is unclear because these are general readings. So you have to really use your own discernment, okay? Can you tell us more about this deceit? Yeah, the hangman. So that's contemplation. Because it's asking, think before you move. Think before you do a decision. Think before you make a choice. I also feel like somebody has been sacrificing a lot for another person. Two of Cups. So there's the sense of, it doesn't matter what I do, this person's never going to be happy. Okay. And there is deceit going on that involves another individual. With that Two of Cups. What's the Hanged Man? What's the Hanged Man? There could be a Pisces involved. It doesn't have to be. That one's scattered. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. That's all squiffy. The Six of Cups in the upright and the Nine of Pentacles, and that's come out scattered, and it's for the Hangman. So that's like somebody cutting their nose off to spite their face, someone being bloody-minded. Definitely about to make a mistake without giving a second thought about who else is going to be affected. Okay, so I kind of feel like you're the one that's being put through this. This person is presenting challenges for you because they're acting different, they're acting weird, they're acting distant. It's like you can feel that they're not fully invested in the situation with you. You can feel that they've got a bit of that wandering eye. They're about to fuck up. Six of Cups, past energy, and that Nine of Pentacles came out squiffy. That's like someone's about to, or already has, if this has already happened, because they're being so deceitful, they're too busy playing games, they're about to throw away the best thing that ever happened to them. But not only that, they're about to throw away their own self-respect in favor of chasing after the past or chasing after somebody from the past. They're throwing away their own self-respect. I hope to God that that's not you doing that. Okay? If you know that you're doing that, then it's going to sit with you differently. And you'll be like, fuck yeah, okay. So my eyes have been opened, right? Again, just remember that if I ever say anything during these readings that really sort of hit you in a certain way, just understand that it's not meant to be hurtful, right? That's not why I'm here. It's meant to basically bring to the forefront what is actually going on here deep within someone else's psyche. Okay, it could be yours, it could be someone else's. I simply do not know, right? It is just to bring awareness to it. Like literally someone is about to throw away their self-respect by going chasing after the past, and that's a huge mistake, and they're being told to stop and wait and to consider how deceitful that action is going to be, right? Okay. But again, just bear in mind there's no judgment here at all, right? Every rose has its thorn. You're already perfect as you are. Beauty is all around you. Look beyond appearances and keep a positive mindset for what is working for you. So whatever side of the table you're at for this message, Spirit's saying that as long as you keep a positive mindset, which is not toxic positivity, that's not what we're on about. It's seeing the silver lining. Okay. Silver linings, they always happen in shitty situations. We can see here with the challenges being your overall energy that there is a shitty situation going on here. Apparently, there is a silver lining for you no matter how this plays out, okay? If this is somebody that's doing this to you, then it's literally the trash is taking itself out, okay? And you're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm on my own journey, they're on theirs, that's fine, whatever, moving on, right? The fact that the trash has taken itself out is your blessing. Apparently there is a blessing here no matter which way you try and cut it, right? And that blessing, it will be revealed in due course. And that you've to look beyond appearances. So if this is you that's currently grappling with, right, do I throw out everything that I've built so far in favour of chasing after the past? Right, let's just imagine that is you doing that. They're saying look beyond appearances because you know full well that the grass ain't always greener. Okay. Can you tell us more? Oh, the Three of Wands. It's time for you to focus on expansion. It's time for you to focus on growth and expanding your horizons here. So in what ways has your own growth been stunted? Again, that's a question that only you can answer for yourself, right? Because somewhere along the lines, your own growth has been stunted. So it's time for you to focus on that so that you can grow and expand. It's almost like Spirit's asking for you to develop on something further, but it feels like they want for you to develop on yourself further. Outside of a connection, outside of a relationship. Because that's the only real way that you can develop upon yourself further, right? So maybe this is a case of, at the moment, you'd be better off single. Or somebody would. Yeah, the Page of Cups. Okay. It's empathy, self-love, self-forgiveness. I do feel that that's a message of self-forgiveness. Okay, Ten of Wands, heavy burden, and the Hermit. So, taking responsibility. So if the responsibility lies with you, then it's time to acknowledge that. If the responsibility lies with another person, then it's time for you to hold them accountable. Because again, remembering that I can see this timeline from both sides of the fence, okay? I just don't know which one of the sides of the fences that you as a viewer watching this is resonating with. And that's not really my job to figure that out anyway. I can just read the strongest overall energy, right? how it's likely going to play out. Playful. Enjoying your life rather than just waiting for your life to happen. And they're saying here that the fun for you is about to start. Okay, so that growth and expansion that was going on there, I kind of feel like it's going to take off in a huge way. I feel like you're going to be more successful. Again, whatever the word successful means specifically for you. You're going to be more successful than you even imagine for yourself. Now you've got the Emperor that's coming out. So we've got a Queen of Wands and a King of Wands, both kind of like pining for each other, right? Both in separate parts of the reading. I kind of feel like they run off with each other, right? And then we've got the Empress over here that had been backstabbed and betrayed, right? Who goes on to find their Emperor. Go figure. Ain't that some shit? So if you're viewing this reading and you're the one that has either recently been discarded or is in the process of being discarded by another person, Spirit wants you to know that you go on to find your true your true love of your life here. It comes off of the back of having been betrayed and discarded. And apparently that's part of your journey, and for the one who discarded you, it's part of their journey. Like they're about to learn a harsh lesson. And again, if that's like roles reversed, then understand that if you're the one that's about to run off with another person, the grass is not going to be greener for you. You're about to learn the harsh lesson. And the one that you're about to discard is going to go off and find their love of their life. Do you know what I mean? You've just got to take it as it resonates, haven't you? But yeah, the fun is literally about to start because there's an Emperor that's coming into the picture. Man or woman, doesn't matter, doesn't make a difference, right? But that's somebody who doesn't play games. That's someone who's grown, who is mature, who is... not one for these tit-for-tat games, who isn't one for these just pathetic nonsense, basically. Like, it's not who they are. Like, it's literally beneath them. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and a King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, someone who's dedicated. Someone who is protective, someone who's very safe, very kind, very stable, someone who is not easily led. Like that as a combination, that's someone who's got a backbone, right? They've got a backbone. Okay. Can I have a healing message for our collective here, please? Vow release. Wow. Number 31, vow release. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to make sure that this title on this reading is like completely obvious what the content of this reading is, because this reading is definitely 100% for an individual who's like, I already know that this person's been cheating on me. Do I stay and make it work? Or do I cut my losses and leave? Like, definitely. So I'm not, like, revealing anything that you don't already know hasn't been going on. Do you know what I mean? So you're not going to be sitting there going, oh, I don't know if this is mine or not, right? Because if this is your reading, then it's already would have come to light that this person has been doing the dirty, right? Okay, vow release is literally, it's time. Your answer is to leave, basically. Anything and everything that is making you sick, that is making you ill, leave. Okay. Right, we can make promises to ourselves and others that we may outgrow. A promise made with sincerity may no longer hold true due to an evolving path. It is time to let go of the ties that bind you to people or places that can no longer be mutually enhancing. Your soul is in the process of releasing vows from this or from other lifetimes that are no longer aligned with your life path. Do not be afraid to clear space and energy in your life. Reclaim your vitality and consider afresh all that you would like to dedicate yourself to and how you wish to do so. You may find some commitments become stronger through this process, while others are released entirely. Yeah. So consider what and who it is that you're committing yourself to. Okay. And yes, absolutely do trust and believe in the way that other people treat you, right? Because if someone's got a track record of treating you like crap, you have to believe that. These difficult times will pass. Nothing bad lasts forever. The sun will shine again. The birds will sing. The clouds will clear, and you will be glad that you kept moving forward. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on. You're far more stronger than you think. And where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. Don't compare yourself to others. So yeah, it's a repeating message there. So maybe this has already happened, right? This person's cheated, they ran off with someone new, and now they're living it large, right? And you could be sitting there going, and I'm left with nothing, and I'm struggling, and my life has gone down the shitter, right? Are you sure about that? Are you really sure about that? That's why they're saying, don't compare your life with others, right? Because the way that these things tend to work out is the person who did that to you, you will find that actually their life ends up going down the shitter, and you will already be in the process of total rebuild. Okay. Like, you normally will find that happens. I've seen that so many times where people have been like completely abused and then discarded, thrown away as if they were nothing. And the person who did that just lived their life as if nothing happened. And they were living it large and, you know, rubbing it in everyone's faces how happy and everything they were. It doesn't take long for their entire life to crumble. Like, it doesn't take long at all. But because the one who was left behind were like forced to rebuild themselves from the ground up, they were far more stable. And it's those ones that would actually go on to genuinely have full, successful, happy, genuinely happy lives, whereas the ones who did the discarding, they never change. They never change. Like, I have seen that time and time and time again. right? So you must never, ever, ever compare your life, your experiences with others, right? If you think they're happy, again, deceit, right? Don't fall for the rhetoric. Don't fall for the show that they're putting on for other people, because no, they're not happy. And they never will be, not truly. Take each day as it comes and for what it is. You're a better person than you were yesterday. Growth isn't easy, but you've got this. Yeah, that's the major difference. You're going to go on to grow and expand, whereas they will forever remain stuck and the same. And because of that, they will never have a very full and enriched life. Okay, so if you said that you wanted justice, you wanted karma, is right there. Is right there. Like, that is their karma. Okay. Again, not that you want anybody to get hurt, or, you know, you don't thrive on stuff like that. Like, literally. I mean, I understand that. Okay, I do understand that. It's grief. It's your grief that's speaking. Okay, because when someone's done a thing like that to you, it's only natural to want to see them suffer the consequences, right? It's perfectly natural. But yeah, that is their karma, basically. So yeah, if you're sitting there thinking, oh man, that they did all that to me and they weren't punished for it at all, and in fact they've got everything they ever wanted in life and yada yada yada, well, did they really? Because watch this space, okay? Watch this space, because I tell you, you will not be saying the same thing in a couple of years' time about them. Like, you just won't. What else? What else for our collective? Oh, somebody stirred the shit pot. You stirred the shit pot. What do you expect? Yeah, someone stirred the shit pot. Let go of idiots and shit that no longer serves you. And fuck yes, do it. Focus on stable finances and healthy fucking love. Yeah. All of that just indicates you already know what the right answer is for your dilemma. It's just helpful to kind of see it all laid out the way that it has been. That's all. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.